Hey guys, so I'm going to be giving you a Breyer barn tour, an updated Breyer barn tour, Pine Creek Stables, and it is me, of course, QH Lover, and you're going to hear 5 seconds of summer in the background, just because I'm listening to them. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. So, Pine Creek Stables, we offer Western English Gymkhana events, boarding lessons, trail riding, roping, ranch sorting, and much more. We don't actually have our cow out right now, so technically we don't offer roping or sorting. But anyway, we have just all these little fun statues and these two are holding a sign that says Happy Holidays. And over here we have this little decorative jump on the side of our barn. So, moving right along, this has not changed. Well, it has, kind of. Anyway, we have these two straw bales over here, or hay bales, whatever you want to call them. And so here is one of the main barns. Here we have Fleet Street Max's stall and Comet in the Sky stall. We have recognized by the American Association of Equine Practitioners, little sign, Champion American Paint Horse, Champion Rocky Mountain Horse, a clock, and just kind of a whole bunch of little details. Over here we have like a picture of Fleet Street Max and his ribbons. I need to like tape this one down, it's being freaky. And like his show halter and stuff. Up the ladder, we have our, back there, we have our Western saddle set and a lasso, another ribbon, and Big Checks Cash's bridle, even though he's not in the barn, he's back up on the shelf. Over here in the lounge, we have just like some toys out and drinks and all that fun stuff. Our lounge hasn't changed, no one's in it. And then over here we have Jess and Allison's tack box, and we have just like a whole bunch of lead ropes, and there's a picture of Comet right there, and all his ribbons and stuff. And we have this little Christmas tree right here. Okay, over here in this main barn, this is Brenda Williams, and she is Allison Wood's sister. And she has her coat. She bought this barn out, so she owns this barn. And that's her coat, and that's her horse Remy's halter, and that's Remy's trophy, and there's just some little signs, and 2 more of Remy's trophies, and they've been to the Olympics 4 times. 4 times with Remy. You can't see Remy, but he's one of the dressage horses. But his name is Fuego Spinelli, but we just call him Remy. And this is Brenda, and she's currently getting ready to feed. And here's like his little sign. Anyway, up the ladder, oh, this is one of his champion ribbons. And up here we have the feed room, and you can't really see him, sorry. But this is Whiskers, one of the cats. There's like a random full blanket, I don't even know. And here we have like some buckets and a feed bag, and right there is what is it? Oh, it's like roll mix mixed with pellets. We also have apples, carrots, buckets, and just some like empty lockers for people to use. And we have the farrier supplies down there. Right there we have pellets and roll mix. Back there is balance 16. And right there is loose hay across the little thing. That's Ash, one of our cats. That's Big Checks Cash's blanket. He's not in the barn. There's a random hay bale. And then back there is our ground training, a pile of clothes, vet kits, some pretty ponies in the back, through the window. Oh, my Roxy's. There's this actual working chalkboard. And that's Brenda's jumping saddle and Brenda's shipping boots. And a show number and 2 trophies that Brenda won with her horse Dreamweaver. And here we just have some little signs like for horse shows and like the border payments due. And in here is Dreamweaver, Brenda's jumper that she's taken to the Olympics twice. Excuse the sniffling, I am sick. And right there, it's recognized by the United States equestrian team, because obviously Brenda's on the United States equestrian team. And she has her little chalkboard, whiteboard thing. And here are her. This is her feed. I stole this from my rabbit. So. And then over here, this is like Brenda's section. She has her dressage saddle, a rosette, her dressage bridle, Dreamweaver's halter, and back here is a lunge whip that is for the barn. And then here we just have like a dog bowl, and there's a dog toy right there. And here's her tack box with her helmet on it. I'm going to show you this because it's my favorite tack box. So, okay, moving on from this barn. Over here we have Allison Wood and Jess Wood, and they're on Fleet Street Max and Comets in the Sky. They are just, let me turn around here. Anyway, they're just on a little ride, bareback. So they're just going on a little ride together. And here's our private arena, which we do mainly for, obviously, private lessons. Oh, shelves. Sorry. Distraction. That is Charles Wood. He is Allison's husband, I'm sorry. And he's setting up some jumps for a lesson. Or taking jumps down. I don't know what he's doing. And here's our main arena. Right here. And here's all the supplies. We have poles and cavalettis and cones and decorations in a barrel. Here we have our pasture, which no one is in, unfortunately, but it's okay. This is Keith. He's a beginner rider here. There's a salt lick in the pasture, and then there's their food and water. We don't have really many horses out here. We don't have horses living out here anymore. Okay, now we're moving on to the lesson barns. I'm sorry, my shadow's in the way. It's going to be really hard to see. But anyway, this is Phantom, and he's a non-Breyer. He's not a real Breyer. And he is, unfortunately, a failed custom by me, because when I was little, I thought I was a really good customizer. Turns out I was not. So, anyway, he's just an ugly non-Breyer, but he's a beginner horse. There's his halter. That is Jigsaw, and she is also a beginner horse. And this is Emily, and she is just putting away Jigsaw's halter because she just got back from her lesson. And this little thing, it does light up. I just don't want to turn it on. That is Princess, and she's an intermediate horse. This is Daydream, and she's also an intermediate horse, and that's Jasmine, and she rides her a lot. Jasmine is an intermediate rider. I forgot to say Emily's a beginner rider. And she loves Daydream. This is Kelsey, and she's just turning out Promise. Kelsey's an advanced rider, and Promise is one of our advanced horses. So she's just turning her out, and she's a really big help around the barn. And then back there, that is Blackout, and she is our other advanced horse. So we have 2 advanced, 2 intermediates, and 2 beginners. And this is Promise's stall. Okay, moving on. Over here, this is our little pony pen. And so these are our 3 ponies. This is Magic, that's Bullet, and that's Quizzy. And there's their food and water. And these guys, we have pony rides on Sundays. And so we have free pony rides on Sundays. We do pony rides a lot during the week, but they cost money. And we also rent these guys out for parties and stuff. So that's them. And over here are all their halters and lead ropes. And this is Duke, and he is our barn dog, one of them. And that's the gate. And there's a hay bale, another Christmas tree. I'm dying, guys. And moving on, we have our tack room. So we have our Western saddles right here, our English saddles here, Copper the Beagle, and we just have like all of our stuff in here. And so we have like grooming boxes and stuff in there, and like saddle pads and stuff in there, and extra saddles up there. Over here we have Pine Creek flag, and the just like a little hanger. And we have some mucking out supplies. Our wheelbarrow goes over here too, but it's currently being used. This is Jake's pen. These are his 2 horses. And his horse is Food and Water. This is Copycat, and that is Rue. And this is Jake, and he's just grabbing their blankets because he's gonna go turn them out. And the halters are right there, and he has a ribbon, and his saddle pad and tack box. And then over here, it's really hard to see him, but there's Drummer, and he's Melody's little quarter pony thing, and he's got Food and Water back there, and that's his like gate thing. He has to like sit down. It's like a trailer. And then that's her saddle pad, and that's Melody, and she is just getting something from her tack box. And then right here, this is Sherry's Spot and Sherry's the on-site vet, and Jake is the on-site farrier. So both of them get discounted boarding. Anyway, this is Clover, and that's Boomer. That's her Shire, and this is her Arabian paint. Okay, and then over here, this is Boomer's halter, and that's Clover's halter, and she has her saddle pad and her tack box. Moving on, we have Michael, who's the on-site he's the stable hand, the on-site stable hand. And he is just putting his horse away. He also gets discounted board. Just putting his horse Apollo back in his stall. Moving on, we have Carolina, and she's just mucking out her horse's stall. This is Worthy, and he is Carolina's horse, and that is his food and water. And she has a wreath because she's all festive, and his halter, and she also has her tack box and her saddle pad. And this is all Carolina's other horse, Payphone, and she needs to clean his stall too. And he has his halter right there. Okay? And coming out of the boarding area. But anyway, this is Sherry, and she's just saying hi to Boomer, her Shire. And this is Bailey. She's our other barn dog. Okay, and that was all for the tour. I'm going to just give you guys an overview. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.